Let's say I want to create a home automation. Okay. And in the home automation, let's say I want to make a service in which I have an application, and that application is installed in my mobile phone. And from the mobile phone, I can actually control all the appliances that are there in my home. Okay. And for that, we'll do a hands-on today. So first of all, I'll show you the program. After that, we'll go to the Google Firebase, and we'll try to configure the cloud over there. And after that, we'll go to the MIT App Inventor, and we'll create an app for that. And after that, we'll see how it is functioning. So let's go to the program first. So in this particular program, it is almost the same as we have seen other programs. Like first we'll include the Wi-Fi module of ESP8266. Then we'll include the Firebase Adreno.h to connect this program or this device to the Firebase. After that, we'll see, we'll write down the host in which we are sending our data. And then these two are the Wi-Fi credentials. Let's say I want to connect my the NodeMCU to the access point. So what is the username and the password for that? And I have defined here four LEDs. For that, we have defined 4 variables: variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, and variable 4. All these 4 variables signifies 4 LEDs. Just like in your home, we have many appliances. So you just assume that we have 4 lights in our home. And we just, in this particular program, we just configure those 4 lights. So this LED 1, which is connected with the pin D0, then LED 2 will be connected with D1, then D2, and then D3. In that way, these are all general purpose registers. So we have defined those things for LEDs. After that, we'll go to the setup function. In the setup function, we change the mode of all these pins, which is D0, D1, D2, D3, which we have said LED1, LED2, LED3, and LED4 to the output, because we just want to give the output to this pin. So it is not the input, because here we are not using any sensor. We just use the output because we want to give output to the actuator. And in real scenario, we'll use some relay as an actuator for enabling power into the appliances. So we have changed the mode of all these D0, D2, D3 as LED1, LED2, LED3, and LED4 as output mode. And then we just begin the Wi-Fi connection, and we try to connect the Wi-Fi. As well as we set up some integers S1, S2, S3, S4. These are all tags related to all these LED points. So let's say we have 4 LED. I have chosen S1, S2, S3, S4 variables, which will go into the Firebase as a tag. Now after that, come to the loop part. Inside the loop part, we just get the value from the Firebase, the value of S1, the value of S2, value of S3, value of S4. So what we are doing is, your application, whatever app will develop, is connected to the internet. But after connecting to the internet, this will send a signal to the cloud. And from the cloud, you are taking the signal into your device or into your sensor, into your this gateway node. And this gateway node will tell the appliances to be switched on or to be switched off. Okay. So yesterday we have seen a one-way process where the DHT sensor is sending the data to the cloud, and from the cloud the app is fetching the data. Now here it is a reverse way. The app is giving the data to the cloud as a 0 and 1. If that value of the tag S1 is 1, it means that LED 1 will be on. If the tag value of S1 will be 0, it means the LED 1 will be off. So this is the logic behind it. So we'll take the value of S1, because whatever value we'll take, it will be taken as in the form of a string. So we'll convert this string to the integer, and that integer will be compared with 1. If it is 1, the LED will be high, means we'll on the LED, and we'll print that LED 1 is on. If that S1 value is 0, then we'll switch off the LED value as by giving LED 1 low, and we'll print light 1 off. In the same way we'll do for S2. We'll take the value from the Firebase, we'll convert it into integer, and we'll compare it with 1. If it is 1, we'll make it high. It means that LED 2 will be on. And if it is 0, then we'll make it low, means LED 2 is off. The same way we'll do for LED 3 as well as LED 4. That's all. So this is your program. This is a very simple program for Firebase and the app automation. The whole thing is home automation. How we can do home automation. Now let's go to the Firebase. So now here I am in the Firebase console. In the Firebase, what I'll do is I'll create a project. So because it is a home automation project, I'll create a separate project for it. So I'll just click onto the create project. I'll give the name, let's say the home auto, continue, then again continue, and I'll select the default account for the Firebase and create project. Now it will take a small time to create your project, and once you'll create the project, this will be done. Yes, so now the project is created. Now what we have to do, we have to make it continue, and then we'll go to the real-time database. In the develop tab is a real-time database. We'll just click onto the real-time database. Then it will ask for create the real-time database. So we'll create the real-time database. We'll create it in a test mode. Just enable it. Once this process is done, we'll make a copy of this URL to our program, because this is a new database that we have created just now. So we'll make a copy of this and we'll put in our program here as a Firebase host. We'll just paste it and we'll remove the backward slash here. This is the way how we can use it. So we'll just save it. We'll just make it Control save, Control S. The program will be saved. And your real-time database is also ready. Now we have done with the program, and we have done with the Firebase, Firebase Cloud. Now after that, we'll go to the MIT App Inventor. This is the site of the MIT App Inventor, in which we'll just click onto the start new project. So just click onto the start new project. It is going to ask the project name. So I'll just write the same name, let's say home auto. I want to create home auto. Okay. Now after that, it will take me to the other window where I can develop the application. Now this is the window where I can develop the mobile application. It will create the Android application. Okay. Now in this particular window, you will find out 4 parts. This is the first part. This is the second part. This is the third part. And this is the last part. Okay, fourth part. Now this is the first part. In this part, we have different, this is called platter. In this, we have different components. Like we have user interface component, we have layout component, we have media component, we have drawing and animation component, map, sensor, social, storage, connectivity, experience, expansion, extension. All these are different platters. We have different components. This is your screen in which this is how your application look like. So here we'll design the application. Whatever component will take it here in this particular screen is coming here, right? All the component will come here. So this particular is called component. When we select the component, the property regarding that particular component is coming here. So this is the property window where the property regarding to that particular screen will come. So the first thing that we'll do here is, what we are going to do here is, we are going to put 8 number of buttons. How many buttons? 8 buttons. 2 button for one LED. It means one button is the on button, another button is the off button. So we are going to take total 8 number of buttons here in this particular application. So let's do it. So first we'll go and add the buttons. Before that, let's write some name of this particular project. So we'll put the name in the screen. So for that, we'll put the label. So take the label here. This is the label. Take the label, drag and drop here. Now, once you do that, the label is in the left hand side. Now it is your design ability to design your whole application. So for that, go to the screen property. In the screen property, there is some default color of the screen. You can choose some screen color. Okay, wait a minute. There is a background color that you can choose. So I'll choose some background color. Let's say the blue color I am choosing as a background color. And whatever component is coming here, it will coming from the top and going into the center. So I'll choose the center. So whatever component is coming into the center. If you want to give the screen name, you can give here title of the screen. So I'll say home auto. Okay, you want that's all for the screen. Let's go to the label. Label I have just written. Let's say the label font I want to increase. Let's say I am making it 20. Then I'll put the text on the label. Let's say this is the project of home automation that I am doing. Align is left, you make it center. If you want to change the color of the text, you can change it. You can make it white. Okay. So this is how it will look like. After that, I'll put some buttons. Before that, I need some gap in between the tab and the buttons. So again, I'll put the label. Now this time, I'll not have anything in the text of the label, and I'll increase the height. I'll increase the height of, let's say, 10%. So there is a gap that will come in between. Now after that, what is my objective? My objective is to put some buttons here in the screen. So for that, what I'll do is I'll take the buttons. Before that, I'll make the layout. So let's say I'll make the layout. and I'll make the table arrangement here. Now here, the table I'm just putting here. In the table property, you will find out that how many column we want. I want 2 columns. One button is for the on, another button is for the off. So 2 column is okay. Now how many rows I want? I want 4 rows because 4 LEDs. I am having 4 rows. Okay, so it will be done automatically here. Okay, thank you for that. Now let's go here. Let's go and try to add the buttons. Okay, so first we'll go to the, okay, where we are. My project. Yes. So right now what we are doing is we are adding some buttons here. So let's go and add some buttons. So go to the user interface. In the user interface, you'll get button. So you just drag and drop the button. Because it is of 2 column, we'll have the space to do that. Then, so we have 2 column here, right? 2 buttons here. Just write the name of the button here. So the first name will be, let's say button 1. I'll just rename it. Here I can rename it. It is LED 1 on. This is the name of the button that I want to put. The same name I'll give here in the text box of that. LED 1 on. It is in the center. Text color is, let's say, the black. Will not going to change anything. The font, let's say I am just increasing the font to 18. And what background color? Let's say the background color, because it is on, I'll make it green. So my button will look like this. So you can understand it. This is my button. Let's say I'll make it bold. Bold. Where is the bold one? Yes, font bold. I'll just click it. So it will be bold. So it will look like this. Now the second button is off button, right? So this is, I'll just rename it. I'll just make it LED 1 off. This is my button. Okay. The same name I'll put here. LED 1 off. The same thing I'll do here is I'll just bold it. Instead of 14, I'll make it 18. And the background color, because it is a off button, I'll make it red. So it will look like this. So it is a LED on button. It is a LED off button. In the same way, I'll do with other buttons also. So I'll put the button quickly. So these 2 buttons are here. Now I'll just change the button 1 here as LED 2 on. And this button, I'll just rename it as LED 2 off. I'll just make this one is LED 2 off. The font is 18. I'll make it bold. And color is red because it is off button. Now for the on button, I'll just make it on. This one size is 18. I'll make it bold, and color I'll make it as a green. So you can see LED2 is also for the button for LED2 is also good. Now LED3, I'll put some buttons and I'll change the name of it. So I'll just rename it. What is the name is LED3 on, and this one will become LED3 off, right? I'll go to the property of LED3 off and I'll just write the name LED3 off. Font size will be 18. I'll make it bold. Because it is a off button, I'll make it red. Now for the on button, I'll do the same thing. So it is a repetition of things because all those are buttons. I have to make it as easy to understand as possible. So I have done with LED 3 and 4. Sorry, 3. Let's go to add 4. So I'm just dragging it and dropping it into the place. So my all 8 buttons are ready. I'll just rename it. This is the 4th button, which is on. And this is the 4th button, which is off, right? I'll just give the text here and font size, I'll make it 18. This is bold and the color would be red. Now for the on, I'll just do the same thing. Here the text, it is on button is a bold and the default color will be green. So I think it is ready. So this is how my app will look like. After that, I'll put another component, which is a Firebase component. Okay. So go to the experimental. Inside the experimental, you'll find Firebase DB. You just take this component, drag and drop into the screen. Okay, because this Firebase DB is an invisible component, it will come outside. It will not come inside. Okay. Now we have done all those things. Let's go. So designer part is done. Let's go to the blocks part. Okay, where we give the logic to all those buttons. Now go to the blocks. Once you go into the block, this particular window will open. So this particular window will be very simple. Here we have number of component that is already there. So we have LED 1, 2, 3, 4 on and off buttons. We have a component called Firebase, which is also there. Now we have to put the logic. What is the logic? When LED 1 on button will be clicked. So we'll just choose the component of LED 1 on. We'll just choose it. What are the options we have? So these are different options we have. Okay, let me make it smaller. So what are the options we have? It is coming very big. Let it make it smaller. Yes. So when LED 1 on click, so whenever we click one LED, what is going to happen? So when we click the LED button, one signal will go. What is the signal? The signal will be 1. So 1 will go into the cloud. When we click off button, 0 will go to the cloud. But we know that what are the tags? In the program, we have seen that S1, S2, S3, S4 are the tags. That is also going to the cloud. So we'll take this component into here and we'll put the logic here. It says that when LED 1 on dot click. So when we click the LED 1, then what will happen? Then we have to put the logic regarding the Firebase. So go to the Firebase. We have the component Firebase dot store value. This is Firebase dot store value that we have to take it and put it here. Now it has been done. Now what it is saying, whenever we click the LED 1 on button, Firebase, which is a Firebase dot store value, that tag, what are the tag we have? We have the tag S1 there, right? So how we can write? We can write S1 with the text. See here, some built-in functions are there. This is a text function. We want a text here. So that take the first one and put it here. What we want here? We want here S1. This S1 will be given some value. What are the value? We'll give 1 or 0. So 1 will send as a integer. So for that, go to the math. In the math, the first option is there. Take it and put it here and make it 1. So this is one logic. So I think you understood it. If you don't understood it, you just go to my video again and just see it. This we have made for LED 1 on. The same thing we can do for LED 1 off. So click on LED 1 off. First option is when LED 1 is off. Then what we'll do? Go to the Firebase again. Here the option is Firebase dot store value. This will take. What we are doing? We are making S1. So from text we'll get S1, and I'll write here S1. And what value we are going to store? So from the math we'll get the value, integer value, and we'll put here 0. Right? So when we click off button, 0 will go. When we click on button, 1 will go. That's all. Now what we have to do, the same logic we have to apply for all the other buttons. So we just copy this. How will copy this? Click onto the outer block, Control C, and then Control V. So whole logic will be copied. Now this one is we have done for LED 1. Choose the LED 2 on. The same logic. But here the tag is different. The tag of LED 1 is S1. The tag of LED 2 is S2. That's all. So what changes we have done? We have chosen LED 2 button and we have changed the tag to S2. The same thing we'll do a control paste again. The same thing we'll do for LED 3 on. We'll just change the tag value to S3. That's all. Again, we'll copy paste and we'll do the logic for the fourth button, and this is S4. Done, I think, right? So you all can see we have done up to on button. Let's do for off button also. So just click the outer block, Control C and Control V. It will be copy and paste. Choose the second off button and choose the tag as S2. Again paste it. Choose it for LED 3 off and tag as S3. Again paste it. Now this is for LED 4 off. The tag is S4 and the value is 0. So this is how our logic will be created. So you can see that it is very simple to make the logic here. The logic has been done. Now again we'll go to the designer part. This is the button from where we can go to the designer part, right side up corner. Go to the designer part. Now you can see that everything is good. This is LED 1, 2, 3 and 4. Everything look good. Now how we can connect this particular application to the Firebase? So for that you take the URL of the Firebase, copy it and paste it here in the Firebase URL property. Now Firebase property is there. The second property is Firebase URL. Here you just paste it. You don't have to delete anything. You just paste it. The Firebase token, make it empty. Project bucket, make it empty. These two text boxes, you make it empty. You just put the URL into the Firebase URL. That's all. After that, what we do is we'll go to the build option and we'll build the APK file for this particular application. So we'll click here. Now it will take some time to create a QR code. So meanwhile, we'll go to our program. This is our program, and we'll upload the program into the microcontroller. You see, already I have done the connection here. If you can see, there are 4 LED, and you can see all the connection has been done with NodeMCU only, right? All the connection has been done using NodeMCU only. This is your 4 LEDs that I am using as S1, S2, S3, and S4. So it will start from this particular side. This is S1, S2, S3, S4. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I am putting here. Now I'll just upload it. Before that, I'll see whether it is ready to upload or not. Go to the port, see serial port is enabled. Yes. Now upload your program here. Now I'm uploading the program. At the same time, I am putting on my hotspot, right? Because this device is going to be connected with the Wi-Fi. So I have on my mobile phone LED. At the same time, I'm looking for the QR code. Is QR code is ready. So I'll scan it and I'll just download the. So let's go to the website again. Yes. So the QR code is ready. So I request all of you to scan this QR code. Or you can go to this URL and just copy and paste into your browser. I request all of you to scan this particular application and download in your program, in your phone. You know how to install. It will ask the permission, and it will ask you, this is a block, this is protected and this is blocked. Do you want to install? So install anyway. You just click on the install anyway. Then it will install in your mobile phone, or in some mobile phone it will ask for the permission to install the unauthenticated application. You can do that. Now in my mobile phone, you can see this is ready. If you can see in my mobile phone, it is ready. Yes. So I'm assuming that for you also it is ready. Now after that, you'll go to the program, whether program is ready or not. So we'll just go to the serial monitor. Yes, it is ready. It is connected. Right now it is off. I'll just making it on. Let's say whether it is, yeah. So right now it is on, and you can see in my back, all LEDs are on. If I'll make it off, my all LEDs will be off. Can you see that? Yes. Are you able to see that? All the LEDs are on. The same thing you can see in the Firebase also. So here also you can see the same thing. This is on, and right now I'm making it off. So it is off. So I request all of you to operate by yourself who have installed it. So I'm giving you the QR code. This is the QR code, and this is the setup. Now it is up to you to play with it. So somebody who has already installed it could on it. So I request any one of you, if you have installed, you just on this particular LED. Yes, very good. So LED 1 is on. Now you can make it LED 2. Yes, very good. LED 3, LED 4. So right now I'm not doing, somebody from you are doing it. So I request to off LED 1 and LED 4. LED 1 and LED 4. You just off LED 1 and LED 4. Very good. So see, two LEDs are